We're back here into the pistol round on map number 3 between Gaimin Gladiators and Team 1. Both teams sealing off their own map picks. So we go to a third map decider, the final map of this series. Team 1 win, they're in playoffs. They lose, they're in the relegation zone into the tournament. And Jaspim doubles down out long. B-Wolves tries to help out by pushing up Fountain. He's going to get felled here into a 3v3. Now we go. I'm Boggs, he's Laz, Jacob Happen, our producer. And Laz, Cynic just missed the timing on the bomb.
Yeah, now he's the one missing out on the opportunities a little bit. A little bit of Glock action happening. They're just going to be waiting things out. Put the train on stop. Just on a little bit of a hold on the track. Well, Luke will have to see if he can do himself another game where he's able to get, what, almost 30 kills? That's been the tail of the tape here for Team 1. A little bit of repositioning now happening from Gaimin Gladiators, but also from Team 1. They're grouping up to go towards B, and Gaimin Gladiators, they almost look like they're expecting this. They have a pretty good read on this.
They do have a pretty good read. And it's all going to come down to the timings, really. It's all going to come down to whether or not George could hit the headshots, too. There is no kit available for the Gaimin Gladiators, so that means a retake is going to be a little bit worse. Carson, George, both with a headshot angle here towards the run out. That's a nice one from Carson on the bulbs. George has not had to swing just yet. Smoke goes out onto the site, and George trying to take his fights. Malou trying to get the bomb down to pay dirt. Stopped by Cynic. It's all down to IDK. He's got one, but time he does not have. 7, 6, 5 recovers. No, he does not recover the bomb. It's over. Pistol round goes the way of the Gaimin Gladiators. And while they might have gone 0-3 to start off this series, they've won the last 2. And this is a very critical pistol round. They also stopped the bomb plant, so a nice 3-round streak would be expected here for the at least 2 rounds, I should say, because Team 1 are going to force buy in the next or full buy in the next. Sometimes I always forget about how the economy works nowadays. Wait, they're going to force nap. Huh? IDK bought full. And nobody else did.
You think I'd be surprised?
And now a Glock kill.
And then it's just Glocks. It's just a Glock. The one person that didn't put any money at all into this round. And he gets given an MP9. I mean, the thing too, Boggs, we talked a little bit about this in the very beginning, is that the last time that Team 1 has won on this map was back in April.
Yep.
They have been on a losing streak on Overpass. History-wise, they used to be great on it. But as of late, they've had a big standstill.
They've had a huge standstill. They're going to try and do what they can, though. Jazz Pimp and B-Will's getting a couple of kills. Jazz Pimp holding the line with the M4. Carson swings as well. Doubles down. Keeps Jazz Pimp alive. Only 1 kill, so only the Glock kill comes through. So the confusion will end with nothing really to write home about. Too much oddity here. All things are well that ends well, and I think for Gaimin Gladiators that one ends well, though it started off horrendously. Maluk will not have the op. IDK will have a MAC-10. Khalil for Malms. AKs on 3. MP9 for both George and B-Wills. M4s for the rest of the Gaimin Gladiators squad. And a little bit of damage as B-Wills dives down in towards Connector. Jaspip and B-Wills doubling up towards Con here. The door's been blown apart. And it's a sewers crunch coming through here from the Gaimin Gladiators. They want to close the gap with these SMGs, and the way they're doubling this up with the buddy system, a rifle and SMG combo, it's actually quite effective. Team 1 have to be scared, and Cynic, he might have just heard it. Maybe he cleaned out his ears or put his headset on the right way.
Yeah, he might have cleaned him by now. There we go. They're going to go right through this into Con. Oh, but they might not expect this. And Jazz! Oh, he's playing some beautiful music. A nice double, and just leaves it down just Maluk and Malbs. The 2 highlight players we talked a lot about here today on Team 1. A 2v5, and look at how far apart they are. Malbs is able to get a kill. I don't know how he did it, but he does. But this is a big ask. I mean, 40 seconds left.
No bomb.
This is Gaimin Gladiators making multiple mistakes to give up this round.
It's happened before. Like that. The bomb now recoverable, but Cynic's in a good spot to shut this down. Carson spams through, kneecaps Malbs. Maluk reloading in the cubby. Carson will finish him off. There will be no foul, no harm for Gaimin Gladiators. They lose a couple of players, but that was the full buy from Team 1. So a rather effective bonus round victory, all things considered. Jaspim doing a lot of work with that double kill in towards Connector. It's going to be Pistols back out again for Team 1. They'll do what they can, try and deal some damage to the CT economy, which is pretty decent if you look over at B. Wills and Carson. Cynic, George, not too good in terms of overall economy. Jaspim as well, only at 1,200. But Gaimin Gladiators having a good, strong defensive start. Their T side, though, just about on par with their CT side on this map statistically. There are not going to be very many weaknesses for Team 1 to exploit. Their T side, though, on this map, under 40%. And right now, they're just getting mowed down. Only one kill for Maluk. That's not exactly what they were hoping for.
Yeah, Team 1 are looking like the gas tank is not fully refilled here, and full gun round coming into play. Maluk's going to be able to have that op out. A lot of investment, 26,000 that's spent for this team in terms of their equipment value. They got a big loss bonus now activated as well. And now the double connector players coming through. The door is going to be broken open, which is a good amount of control for the CTs, but Maluk's able to find that kill, so now Cynic gets taken out. They win that early engagement. But can we see them capitalize with this early pick?
Well, it's a dink and a kill for George. Jaspimp will actually keep this to an even 3v3 now. There's a lot more space for Team 1 to work around. They still have that op of Maluk to work with too. So this is not what you could call an easy round. Oh, B. Wills is playing with fire with that jump. Could have got caught off very easily. Goes back, and that's exactly why you don't want to drive peek long when Maluk has an op. You don't know if he's going to be there. Rotation's coming back up. Carson, the first one to flood up towards A. Jaspim going to go on the flank. The bomb might get planted back dice, though, and that could just be the gift that Carson's looking for. Maluk is caught, and so does IDK! TRK the last! Carson gets him on the timing. They are going to try to plant back dice, and now TRK gets blinded. Carson goes back up. 5-0 start for Gaimin Gladiators, and they have plenty of money, so they will elect to keep the AKs over the op, and actually, they might not even op here. They might just go full rifles. That's exactly what they're going to do. And the pistols are going to be back in the hands of the Brazilian squad. And not gonna say it's time to hit the warning bells yet, but at the very least go to yellow alert, because things are getting rough very early for Team 1.
Well, 39% win rate, or T round win rate on this for Team 1. Whereas when you compare things over, I mean, I think it's about like a 57 here for Gladiators. Malbs puts that deagle. This is what we talk about. This is where they do well. Now they're just holding W. They're able to find 2 kills. No trades have been here from Gaimin Gladiators. Hang on a second. Don't count out Team 1 yet. They're stuck in front of A. Now the flash comes in, but Carson, nice. He's just plowing them. Oh my. Oh, it's just looking tragic. But they can go for the retake, or they can go for the rotate bugs. They might be able to get the bomb down.
They might be able to get it down, but George is on site. That's a well-timed Molotov to buy time for rotations and really make Team 1 make all the noise. They're running around. Down into the B site. George will be waiting. Could be playing a bit of a retake setup too, George. He actually seems to be back towards green door. Has no utility. Actually, the only piece of utility that B-Wills have, or that Gaimin Gladiators have, is what B-Wills has, and it's the flashbang. Nice, well-timed peek, though, from George. That stops the bomb plant. Maluk dancing around the pillar, getting caught out from heaven. Good flashbang usage by B-Wills. He'll follow up his flash with the kill. And the pressure being heaped on the heads of Team 1. It's the sponge timeout. 6 in a row. Knock that tactical in. Slow down the momentum of your opposition. And again, no op on the CT side for Gaimin Gladiators of Overpass. That's incredible. The fact they were 6-0 up. And they don't have a single op yet in their hands.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's working. And honestly, they're doing such a great job on just locking it down. We saw Team 1 get those early first duels. This was looking a little dire for Gaimin Gladiators. We're thinking, hang on a sec, something's going wrong, and then they just react to it. A little bit of a trap, I guess. And we get one more crack at it. The op is going to be purchased here from Maluk. $6 grand he spends. Oh man, there's a lot of cash burned here. Smoke's going to be placed, so that's going to go in front of Wash. Now they're going to be able to get this connector control once more. Carson got the deep smoke. Jazz is able to find that kill, but Maluk somehow... he gets that timing right. He's able to get the kill. He's fully blind through the smoke. He has no idea. And he's got the bomb on top of his back, or on the back of him. I don't know why I said on the top of him. But he's got it. He's holding it. And now it's dropped.
That's questionable.
And they just given it up.
That is very questionable at best.
Oh, the miscomm.
That just cost him the round, surely. If they're able to win this round, it would be a miracle. It would require some serious rifle work from TRK and Pesa, some good utility work. Because Gaimin Gladiators are going full-on hen mode right now. They just want to sit on the bomb. And that actually could work out well. Cynic, not so sure what he's doing there. There's another question mark. But Maluk's leading the charge with the op? He spots out one, but it's all done. What? He's got it to a 1v1? Are you serious, Maluk? He's got a chance! But George will answer the call. He's not going to let Maluk finish the job. He'll actually grab the op too, give that to Cynic. And now we'll see an op out for the Gaimin Gladiators on their CT side. But that one was way too close for comfort. That's a massive blow to the CT economy. Pistols out again for Team 1, but Maluk gives them a chance again. And who is the one fragging for Team 1? It is none other than Maluk. His teammates have a combined 6 kills. We're on round number 8. He has 10.
Oh, and they're just gonna run through this.
Oh,
oh, B-Wells. Oh, there we go. There's that glimpse we see. No mistakes here. It's looking clean. It's looking like a big wash. And now Maluk, the LMS by himself. The big fragger against 5. And they're patiently waiting, but look, you can see they're getting a little eager. And it's 8-0. 8-0. Gaimin Gladiators showing what they can do on the CT side, and Team 1, they just do not seem to have an answer to this riddle.
Yeah, they are lost. They haven't a clue. They're just trying to get something on the board. They're throwing handfuls of darts and hoping it hits the board or even the wall at this point. Just something to connect. Nothing's worked out just yet. Fast connector control for Pesa. Little bit of damage onto B-Wills, but Carson getting boosted in. Has a nice little angle over the smaller wall. George, though, pushed all the way up. Takes a dink and wins that duel. Everything going right for the Gaimin Gladiators. And sometimes when momentum's on your side, just everything works. Cynic, though, caught off guard. That's a really late return flash from Jasmine to help his opper get out. And he's gonna aggress even further up close. He's gonna get flamed out. He's got reinforcements though. Team 1 have to be very, very careful. They could get caught. They can get punished very easily. Especially as this smoke gives Jasmine a bit of a one-way. He's gonna go into it. He's gonna go around. And Maluk's taking damage. TRK's gonna fall down. Jasper's gonna swing wide. Falls to IDK. But still, George is on site. He's on 3 HP. It might not even matter. He can still manage 1 kill. Has an opportunity, but Maluk puts him down. Bomb going to get planted. Pesa around Optimus. Sprays away wildly, panicking. And he's not going to get it. Carson doubles. And it's all down to Maluk now. Op as the bomb goes down. Carson's low, but it doesn't matter. They're up against the Op, who actually had the AK for a second. Going back to the big green. Smoke onto the bomb. Rifle's going to go back into his hands. Carson's going to hold low HP. B-Well swings. And he protects his teammate. Plenty of time for the defuse. 9 in a row for Gaimin Gladiators. Jeez Louise, lads. This is getting messy.
This is not what I expected when we were going to a third map. Not by the slightest. Team 1 just struggled to find anything. Again, they find one kill, and they try to go for it in Gaimin Gladiators. Nah, they're on the other version. They're on the other edition. They know more. No op here for Team 1. No op here for Gaimin Gladiators. B-Wills is able to trade, but it's a good amount of frags that go in distribution here for Team 1. Mulbs is able to find one player, but that's going to be George. He's still able to find 2 kills. Mulb isn't able to capitalize, and George, oh my god, he's been able to find 3. Mulb's on the clutch now. He's on a 1v3 with 2 remaining. He's got some time. They know where he is. He's able to find another. There's the vintage Mulbs we know, but it's just not enough. And we're at a 10-0, Boggs.
George's pathing in that round is pristine. Moves around the site and the smoke, so he's able to get 3 isolated 1v1 duels with 34 HP. Doesn't take a single point of damage from that point on until he dies to Mulbs.
You can definitely see that Mulbs was saying, I'm going to flank him, wait, and or maybe you would expect him to say that, but George goes through it and kills 3. Like, the amount of called disrespect or the confidence, Team 1 just, again, they just can't find it. Yeah, and everything's going the way for Gladiators now.
It's a great call from George. He's low on health. He's just going to try and isolate some duels, catch him off guard. He's looking for 1 kill there. 1 kill is probably the realistic expectation, your positive expectation. He goes and gets 3. That's insane. And now,
love to see it.
TRK is 0-10. I don't like bringing that up, but it's something that has to be said here. And now he's 0-11. Bomb's going to go down to the very least, but it's a small silver lining. I'm going to call it a bronze lining, because it's not even good enough for silver. 11-0.
Yeah, the line's a dot. It's that far. Well, we haven't even seen, I think we've seen, what, 1 pause that's come through from Team 1, I believe?
Yep. 6-0, going into round 7.
And now we're at a point, it's 11-0, round 12. We need to see Team 1 figure something to get this composure back. There's so many questions now. Is it tilt? Is it frustration? Are they confident? Are they... It just doesn't look like the same team we saw in the first 2 maps at all. And look at this. Gaimin Gladiators just running and gunning. Just menaces in the night.
I mean, what do you expect them to do? They're up 11-0 on CT side Overpass. They've won the half and then some.
This is when they're dangerous too. Like, you and I have seen this team in the history under different banners, and when they start getting confident, they're even more of a threat than normal. And we're getting this now. We're getting this glimpse of it again. I don't even want to call it a glimpse. We're getting the show.
We are getting a Gaimin Gladiators show. They are definitely here for blood. And only 1 casualty this time against the full guns. 12-0. 12-0. I favored Gaimin Gladiators coming to this map. I did not expect this.
I think we're starting to see why there's a losing streak here for Team 1. I mean, their closest game was
I don't
versus
think it's the map's problem, Laz.
I don't think so either. No, I think it's got to be something going on now. Juice is gone. Tanks are empty. It can be anything. George is able to get this, so and then there you go. B-Wills is able to find that one too. Back to a 3-3 though. TRK finally getting himself on the board, but George tries to do something more. Now it's down to a 1v2. In advantage now for Team 1. Jazz, he's made the noise cue. I believe they heard him. One on Cat, but they're going to be able to take the planter down. Now he's looking for more, but there we go. We're going to see Team 1. They pick up their first, a #1 round.
They pick up their first. Yes, they pick up their first. It's 12-1. And George could have won that.
He very well could have won that.
The bomb plant in the open is reckless at best. You should not be playing a trade in that situation.
Now we're set him into 37. Now Cynic going back for the assault. Looking to see what he can do. Ooh, he's expecting a boost. Throws the molly, but he's going to get pushed back. The smoke will save him, so Divider is removed now. They're creeping through this smoke. Now Gaimin Gladiators repositioning themselves as well, so Team 1 now. Gonna flush the toilet, and you're gonna keep pushing through. Wash your hands, maybe. Cynic playing open. Look at this. Look at this angle. Oh my goodness! What is he doing? And now he's dead, and he's just left it all alone here for B-Wills. But B-Wills is able to do more! He's gonna be able to retaliate.
3v3 now. B-Will's still alive and kicking. Could do some more damage. Mulb's on site. Gets absolutely nothing. He gets a goose egg. Carson puts a bullet to the brain of IDK. And Maluk, the last one standing. He's been the one who's had to do it all for Team 1. He's gonna have to do it all again. Man alive. This is a timeout from Team 1. Bit late. A bit late.
It's very late. A
Yeah.
bit too late.
Just
But,
a tad.
better late than never is the saying I think I've heard once or twice in my life.
Yeah, it's better late than never, but it might as well be never at this point. They're 3 rounds away from losing the series. They're down by 12. Gaimin Gladiators could literally luck their way to victory at this point.
And we talked about this too, so if anybody's just tuning in and wondering, yeah, we know it's on third map, but Gaimin Gladiators, them winning this game, this is just them not going in regulation. Team 1, there was so much on the line. This was playoff potential on the line.
Yeah. Gaimin Gladiators aren't going to make it. They're playing to just not have to play relegation.
Yeah, they're just playing to have a good time. They got the spot. They're in.
Yeah.
If they win this, they're just locked in. They don't have to go through that process, which is a little bit of a nice feeling.
It is. But it's not a playoff spot. That's everything. That's what you play the whole season for. That's what you play 8 weeks of Counter-Strike to do. Is to make it into the playoffs. To give yourself a chance for ESL Conference.
We're just seeing Gaimin Gladiators looking a lot more hungry for this.
Yeah. That's really what it comes down to. They look hungry. They want it more. It's a bit cliched in the sports world. It is an actual factor. The team that wants it more, 9 times out of 10 will win. And the team that wants it more right now appears to be the Gaimin Gladiators. And look at this from Carson, too. As soon as that boost is discovered, he can just walk in, waltz for a double kill. The health is so low on Team 1 as well. Malbs hasn't done anything. Carson and B-Wills, one of these two is going to get the double onto the players boosted up. It's going to fall apart, actually. Now they're just going to walk in. Malbs will finish off Carson, but he's down to 1 HP. So is B-Wills. But a 3v4, the nade's going to finish off 1. IDK is going to get taken down with relative ease by George, and Payson, 9 HP, is also a dead man walking. Can't die to a piece of utility, but Jazz can finish him off, and we'll cut to that break there. We'll be back in just a second. Well, Gaimin Gladiators had a monster half. 14 of 15 rounds converted on the CT side. And now, Team 1 have a margin of error of 1 round. They cannot lose more than 1 or they will be done. Sent to the relegation tournament, and IDK sent down to hell. B-Wills runs him down. Cynic charging forward, chased out by Pesadello. Jaspim drops down in a pit though, and he buries Pesa. TRK tapping away, doing some damage, but the bomb can still get planted. It's a 4v2 now as George puts one through Maluk's head. Mobs and TRK both coming from similar angles. There's a flank watch too. So there's a backstab for Mobs. George is making all the noise, so Mobs doesn't know he's here. TRK will get 2 on low HP. Mobs swings onto George. Jaspim has to clutch, but there's the first and most important, do the 1v1. He hops away, slides out into short. Rotating, Mobs does not have a kit.
He's just sticking it.
Flashbang out. Jaspim swinging, Mobs is holding. It's not planted for Jaspim. He's borrowed him off the bomb. He has no kit. This could be over. It could be done. Now it is sealed. The deal. 15-1. 1 is all they need for the Gaimin Gladiators.
No! Team 1! You saw him just sticking. Oh, you would think if he had the defuse kit, it would have been a bit, maybe a bit different situation. But now we're a match and series point, and Gladiators are going to make this call out for the pause. And I don't blame them. They want to make sure that everything is going to be smooth. They want to make sure there is no mistakes. They know that Team 1 have to invest everything into this round, and they cannot let this slip. And if they can pull this off, this is going to be probably one of the most dominant performances we've seen this season.
Oh, yeah. They're even calling a timeout right now just to make sure they don't let it go away. They want to make sure they put this one to bed. Mac 10's on 3, Galil for 1, AK for Jaspim, a scout for Maluk, Deagle's a 5-7. It is abysmal for Team 1. It is all they have now. One final chance to close it out. Can they find a way to stay alive, or are the Gaimin Gladiators going to put them to the sword? George being the one to entry in. Does not spray the smoke, goes on through though, doesn't clear his backside, he's gone. Free Mac 10, no sight control, he's the only one actually going in. That was a... Are they strat rouletting?
Oh, no, please, no, Gladiators. Maybe not now, they're grouped up still. What is happening? And now, Team 1 are still trying to go for the fight. The bomb's dropped, but it is retrievable. It's a 2v2, Mac 10 is going to be grabbed up here for TRK. Smoke going to be placed inside a monster. Now we'll see both CTs pushing their way through short B. If they peek this, it's going to be a big firefight. Oh, the timing! He just made it across. I don't think they spotted it.
They didn't.
It's within a millisecond, and now they made it across, and Team 1 have no idea that they're at this site.
They're crab walking in, slowly clearing. It's a connector split, one top, one bottom. And they've missed all the information, which is the worst part. That's going to give it away. The bomb's going to go down at the very least. TRK does not make noise as he drops down into sewers. Molotov will expire. In comes the smoke now to buy a little more time. Flash for B-Wills in towards Monster. Peeks it. Nobody there, but in there coming Pesa and TRK both charging in. B-Wills needs to get this kill, but the Deagle of TRK will actually be... It'll be the Mac 10 with the lineup! It's Jaspim at the end! Gaimin Gladiators 16-1.